Welcome back everyone, this is GTA Failer. In our last video we tackled the final anti-Poulet mission called Dirty Lickens. This video is all about the second Umberto mission. Cannon Fodder is the name. I'll point out that this save file is not exactly the same as the one we left off with at the end of the last video, and that's because in between recording the last video and this video I just did a bunch of vigilante with this save file, and then I came back right here to the same cafe in order to prepare for this video. So the only difference is the change in time of the day, and I have like $1 million more in my bank account, but that's about it. According to the wiki, this mission right here is about drugs, and I don't know where they get that information from. Tell me if you see something in this cutscene or in any of the little dialogue at the bottom of the screen during the mission, at the various phases of the mission, that says something about drugs, because I didn't find it. But anyway, according to the wiki, this mission is about Umberto Rabina, who has started an open gang war with the Haitians, sending his men to attack their drug factory in Little Haiti.
Not enough room, man. You need a bigger car.
I don't know how we know it's a drug factory. It just looks like a closed compound. And Umberto has already lost several men, he says. I don't know why he's here instead of there fighting with his hermanos. And Umberto wants Tommy to drive some reinforcements, some Cubans, over to this drug factory, this compound in Little Haiti to continue the fight. Passing this mission awards $2,000, and it unlocks the third of 4 Umberto missions. That's the one we'll be tackling in the next video. It is called Naval Engagement. Also note that the guy that we talk to once we get to that Haitian compound is Rico. Rico is the guy that was in the boat with us during Stunt Boat Challenge, and he was making fun of us, telling us we'd drive like a little girl. But then eventually he came around to our driving skills. He likes us, man. He likes us a lot. The compound in question is just up ahead across from this pizza place. We'll stop in the pink marker. Actually, your vehicle automatically stops in the pink marker. It's one of the rare ones in this game that stops you. So that guy that just spoke to us right there was Rico, and we are going to charge. There's different phases to this mission. The first thing we need to do is kill all 5 of those guys, but it's actually not as simple as that, as I learned while I was recording footage for this mission. So anyway, I killed the first 3 by blowing up that stinger, and then we killed the second 2.
Now, my brother, charge!
I don't know why there were only 2 Cubans here instead of normally 3, but check out the sniper on the roof. He's not actually firing. But anyway, apparently this is fighting like girls.
Sniper on the roof! They fight like girls! Take cover! We need reinforcements from the cafe!
I don't know why using a sniper is fighting like girls. That seems like very good strategy, but also an excellent response time from the Cubans from the cafe. That was definitely speedrun timing there. They made that trip from the cafe to this compound way quicker than me.
Take out that cowardly sniper!
So let's take out that cowardly sniper with a cowardly shot from my Ruger from way far away. Did we get him? Nope. He's wily. All right, there he goes. Finish off the rest of the Haitians so the Cubans can move forward. Let's go. Okay, so then there's like another 5 Haitians here. They all need to be killed in order to move on to the next phase of the mission. That sniper also needs to be killed. And here I am, because there's this one guy alive. I thought we were ready.
Fight like men with huge cojones!
Rico seems to have cojones on his mind an awful lot. Okay, so there's the van. There's tons of Haitians. You actually don't need to kill any of these Haitians. We're already on the last phase of this mission. And Rico immediately gets in the van, not helping at all. And now we need to steal the van full of drugs. Oh, finally, there's the drug reference. I see. Okay, so apparently there are drugs in this van. Return to the cafe, and so essentially we're just stealing drugs from the Haitians to give to Umberto to sell on behalf of the Cubans. It's a real Robin Hood kind of story. Okay, so we get a 2-star wanted level, and I have failed this mission when I was speedrunning the game because I was harassed so much by the police officers, and the Haitians had shot out 1 or 2 of my tires, so it was really hard to drive this. I think it's a pony we're driving here. And the police officers harassed me so much that they caught my car on fire, my pony here. But in this case, we don't get a single police officer showing until like right there. I don't know what it is about this particular save file or my copy of the game. Usually the police behave as normal when you have 2 stars, but here I didn't get any police officers until the end. Now we move on to the quirks and fail states of this mission, and let me tell you, I found a lot of quirks that I was not expecting. First thing we'll do is walk into the cafe here. And actually, the three guys that we're going to pick up, they're standing right inside the door. They're right here. You can see them from outside or inside. And now we're just going to see what happens if we kill one of them. So punching has an impact, but they're not fighting back. And eventually this guy eats it. And we're going to fail, unsurprisingly. You're supposed to be killing Haitians, not Cubans. So why are these Cubans killing me? They're supposed to be killing Haitians, not Cubans. Now we'll try shooting one of these Cubans from just outside the restaurant with the minigun. Same result, same note on the bottom. This guy that's still alive is shooting at me, so this minigun use is self-defense. So I'm supposed to be killing Cubans, not Haitians. I just decided to rampage and kill both. Kill everybody, kill them all. Wasn't that a Metallica album? In this attempt, I'll get out of the van right before we get to the pink marker. Hey, get back in the vehicle. I will. When I'm on foot in the pink marker, doesn't matter. Now watch carefully here. First of all, notice there's no car in front of these 5 Haitians. Instead of a stinger being there, there's nothing. And I shoot them, and it seems like they just get replaced. We're going to come back to that momentarily. So now I push the van into the pink marker. The cutscene doesn't begin until I get into the van in the pink marker. And now we see the stinger is there. And check this out again. I'm going to kill. So there's 3 guys in the front and 2 in the back. And I kill what I think is like, 4 out of these 5 guys. And there's just more and more arrows. So I go in to take a closer look. I've never been this close. So we're going to focus on the guy on the left. I kill him. He's instantly replaced. Kill that guy. He's instantly replaced. What is happening? All right, now I think I've got... What happened? I think I've taken out the last guy, even though he's infinite. I get into the vehicle. Bad idea. Check out the gate. It's going to be closed as this... vehicle blows up. So do not get into that stinger. It is booby trapped. And then as soon as the mission ends, the gate closes again, just like it was before the mission started. I know that it's possible to kill one or more of these Cubans and not instantly fail the mission because I've accidentally done it during my speedruns of this game. But so I'm going to test that at like each phase of this mission. But killing the Cuban after you go into that pink marker still instantly fails the mission. In this next attempt, I'll pass the first phase of the mission, and then the sniper cutscene will happen, and then as we regain control, and it's time to take out the sniper, instead I decide to take out one of my fellow Cubans, and I fail the mission. So still haven't yet figured out where it's safe to kill one of the Cubans on this mission without instantly failing. Here we're on to the final phase of the mission, and finally it turns out it's okay to kill the Cubans here. Once you've gotten to this phase of the mission, you don't instantly fail for killing one or more of the Cubans, even if all the Cubans die. Apparently, you fail if Rico dies, but I wasn't able to kill Rico. He moves too quick. He just instantly hops into that van as soon as we get into this cutscene, so I wasn't able to get him. Okay, so we're just taking out a bunch of Haitians here. We got one Cuban behind me. What I've read is that the last Cuban is immune to bullets from the Haitians. He's not immune to bullets from Tommy, but anyway, the last one can't be killed by Haitians, which is nice. A nice programming choice. It makes it so you won't like be just Tommy against the world. All right, so here I think we're going to use some cheat codes, aspirin to refill my health, just for testing purposes. I'm not going to save this particular attempt. And it sure feels like I've killed a lot of Haitians here. One in the far right corner keeps respawning, and then in the left hand side, just a little bit closer than the corner. And so I just keep like blasting away with my minigun, and I'm about out of minigun ammo. I'm about to have like 500 or 1,000 rounds, and I can't get rid of these guys. So what's happening here? Well, let's get a closer look. So we come in the corner. I can see like 3 or 4 of them. We whack away with the katana. I think that's like a bunch more folks. Get some. Oh, I got some that time. Yeah, so they just respawn infinitely there. I decided to drive a car very close to all these Cubans here at the first phase of this mission, and I'm going to blow up the car, so it's not going to be me killing the Cubans technically, it's going to be the explosion, but we are still the guilty one according to the game. After I failed in this clip, I'm not going to show it, but I hopped into the stinger, and it did not explode. It was just normal, and it was unlocked. All right, so Rico is sitting in the van full of drugs. Drugs are bad. Stay in school, kids. So what happens if we blow up the van? You fool! We needed that car. Ouch! The F word hurled unnecessarily. Here I'm going to use the Panzer cheat code to get a tank, and let's see if we can get my 3 Cuban hermanos into the tank. What do you say, buds? Not enough room. You need a bigger car? What? This is a tank. What, do they need a coach? What are they talking about? In the next attempt, I brought the boys over to the fight in this ambulance. I typed the Panzer cheat code to get myself a tank, and that is not where I thought it would spawn. I don't know. It could be like art. I guess, for the pizza place. Like a tourist attraction, something to bring new eyes to the establishment, and maybe folks will come in and buy like a slice or a calzone or something. Yeah. All right. So then, since I had an ambulance, it just happened that I had an ambulance. I said, well, what if I put the ambulance like right under the tank? Can I get into this tank, or is it like gonna explode as soon as I get in? Only one way to find out. Come on, no whammies, no whammies, and oh, we in, boys. And then we start slowly sliding down the pizza building. Okay. Yeah. So I ended up firing in a number of different directions. Oh, that Haitian just ate a tank turret to the face. The ambulance is about to blow up. And nothing happened. I couldn't extricate the tank from the building. It happens. But at some point, I pointed off to the right, which is where my Cuban hermanos are. And I guess I hit one of these guys. And I'm supposed to be killing Haitians, not Cubans. I know. I know. I keep forgetting. So what happens if you accidentally roll the vehicle that you have your 3 Cubans in? Oh my goodness. I can't believe it rolled. Guys, this vehicle's on fire. Everybody out. Save your lives or just sit there upside down. Mission fail. In the next clip, I wanted to get a peek around the corner in the sniper scene here because I think there's another infinite spawn Haitian spot right over here. Now watch my health very carefully. I'm at 300. I killed somebody. I killed the second guy. They just keep coming. I'm at like 280 on the health. Keep watching the health very carefully. Now I assumed that I wasn't watching the health when that clip was happening. I just assumed that I got wrecked by, like a couple of Haitians with very powerful guns. And so then I just said, okay, let me do this again. So I'm pretty sure there's an infinite spawn. But look, my health just went to 0 immediately. I've never seen this before in a GTA game where there's like a barrier, like a place where you just walk and it's like lava and it takes away your health in like a second. It's crazy. Are there other places in GTA games where there's this kind of like lava sort of thing? Leave a note in the comments if there are. All right, what if I drive into the forbidden zone? Nope. They blew up my car. I can't catch a break. Okay, no more fooling around. This is the special admiral we got from Guardian Angels. We weren't supposed to get it, but we got it. And it has a lot of proofs. I'm going to give myself a rocket by using a cheat code just to show you that one of the proofs this vehicle has is being explosion proof. So I drove this thing over to the alley. You cannot explode my special explosion proof admiral. Let's go. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why does Rockstar not want me to have any fun? So a natural question I had was, does like every vehicle blow up when it crosses the lava zone, or does it have to have me in it? So that taxi has not blown up. It's clearly in the zone. Oh, but the green one blows up because I'm in it. Thanks so much. Game on, Rockstar. What if I don't touch your stupid lava? I just hover over it with my fancy police helic. Rockstar sucks huge cojones. Here I wanted to see if the lava zone was active from this very first phase, so we're just going to run and jump over the stinger. Boom! Blake Griffin, eat your heart out, and no lava zone, and I'm just here by myself, like everybody's forgotten about me. That was surprising. So I come into the building, nothing going on here, not yet. Nobody spawns in here just yet. And then I'll go back, and now I'm at a quadruple speed. I didn't have any weapons, so I gave myself weapons, I gave myself some health, and I took out these 5 Haitians here. And now check this out. I'll play this last Haitian kill in regular speed. So here I am, way far into the compound, right? And we're about to get the sniper thing. Now look at this. Am I running towards, like, which way is Tommy running? I think Tommy was running back towards the street. And where am I now? I'm not in this shot. I should be. Sniper on the roof, but we know where the sniper is. Where is Tommy? Oh, he's right here by Rico. That's garbage. I was not by Rico. I was in the compound, ready to move forward. We know the sniper is on the roof, and now so is Tommy with his police helicopter. The sniper is not active. He's not doing anything. The guys on the ground are, though, so what if I shoot one with the Ruger? That seems to have no impact, and it's because they're respawning immediately. They're replaced the instant the one guy disappears from existence. All right, so what about some fire? All right, so we're running a little J shape there. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like watching instant replays over and over again. All right, what about this guy on the right? What does he think of Molotovs? Yeah, so he runs straight, and then a curve, straight, and then a curve. And then there's one more guy, I think. Yeah, I don't want him to feel left out of the fire party. So here we go. Which way are you headed, bud? Oh, and we're going to get the left guy again. Oh, they're running. It's like synchronized swimming here. Okay, so then we'll punch this sniper guy just to see if that activates him. It does not, but it is satisfying. Boom! And then I'm going to fast forward, taking my helicopter down to the ground. Turns out I could have just jumped down because I am not going to survive the trip back up in my helicopter, which is what I had planned. So check this out. These guys are not turned on to me right now. I'm going to get close. They're going to turn towards the front and I'm going to die. Look, I was at 280 health. There's another lava zone. I hate lava. So the 3 Cubans would not get into a tank with me. Will they get into the police helicopter? Yes, they will. It's got 4 doors. That's good enough. We're going to fight like men with huge cojones. All right, so is the sniper here at this first phase? No, he is not. So we're going to fly down. And I'm always worried about like all these different lava patches that you can't actually see. But so far so good. We haven't died yet. Nothing going on in here. This is all in double speed. I'm still worried about lava. Nothing here. Worried about lava. What about this part? No. Okay, we're alive. And nobody cares about me. So actually the line is going to be right in front of me here. They'll all wake up once I cross the line. And then the 3 in the front don't care about me, but the 2 in the back care an awful lot about me. They got rid of almost all my health. Now watch this carefully. See if you can put a note in the comments if you can figure out why I failed, because I didn't know why I failed in the beginning in real time. I had to watch this clip back to figure out why I failed. But here I'm just typing my health cheat code aspirin a couple of times, and then I shoot this guy on the left, and then it says, you're not supposed to kill Cubans. And I was like, what? I shot the one Haitian. I don't know why I failed there, but I did figure it out. If you figured it out, put a note in the comments. Off video, I went over to the Hyman safe house. I got myself some rockets, not with the cheat code, but that fixed spawn on the roof of the Hyman safe house. And then I brought this helicopter back over here. So we got the 3 Cubans in the helicopter with me, and I'm going to try to land this thing in the pink marker. And when we get to this cutscene, I don't have control over the helicopter. Starting right here, I'm not flying up or down. It's just doing its thing. It's running into the pole. But once it hits the ground, we start this cutscene, which is pretty cool. And then I'm gonna get back into that helicopter, and I'm gonna try to again fly over lava, which is risky to do. But Tommy is a real daredevil. So let's head back into the lava zone. Recall we blew up when we were like, I don't know, 5 feet off the ground in that other helicopter, 5 feet above the lava. And right there, I think it's a different lava. Like as soon as we crossed the gate, we exploded. And this attempt, something funny is going to happen when I set down this helicopter with me and the 3 Cubans in it. So watch what happens once I lose control. So when this cutscene starts here, the helicopter is going to slowly spin clockwise and then faster. Now watch the middle Cuban on the ground there. So he got clipped a little bit. Okay, so yeah, the rotor blades were right there by his face. And then he died during this cutscene. Eventually, I make my way over to Rico, who claims that it's good to see me, but I just accidentally killed one of his hermanos. He's on the ground, and then at the end of the cutscene, mission fail. I was supposed to be killing Haitians, not Cubans. Is that my fault? I don't think so. You'll note that there are 5 Cubans fighting right now. The 4 that are in the front are going to die, but this one way here in the back is going to survive. Reading from the trivia section of the wiki, a Cuban member can't be killed by the Haitians after Rico gets into the van. Yeah, this guy all the way back here is immune to damage from the Haitians. So I'm going to fast forward. Lots of Haitians respawning infinitely in that building and coming out and trying to shoot this Cuban back here, and all getting cut down themselves by this one Cuban. Also reading from the wiki, all dialogues and mission text referring to the Haitians in the opening cutscene to this mission are removed in the Haitian-friendly version of the game. I don't know what's up with this Haitian by the pole here. He is just twitching uncontrollably. My goodness. He looks real angry towards me. Oh, he is. If I get close enough, he'll punch me, but he won't use that powerful gun in his hands. But we'll let this one heroic Cuban take out another 3 or 4 Haitians. As soon as I get in the van, a bunch of Haitians come out towards me. I'm going to run away because I am not immune to damage from the Haitian bullets, but this guy is. Go get him. And then I think that's enough fun with this robust Cuban warrior. At some point, I tried to push him into the building with the van here, just to try to put him like right next to the infinite spawn points, but accidentally squished him while I was trying to push him. Sorry, mi hermano. And now we get to my final attempt at this mission. My challenge for this mission is to pass it without using any projectiles. So that gets rid of all the bullets, all the guns. It also gets rid of the Molotov cocktails. It gets rid of grenades. And it also gets rid of rockets. So that's what we're after, passing this thing with no projectiles. While I was doing this mission and this particular challenge, I was struggling to remember, like, where are the lava zones in each phase of the mission, because obviously I have to do things kind of in an unintended way here in order to pass this mission without using any projectiles. So we'll see how it goes. While we watch my attempt at this challenge, let's do some reading from the wiki, first beginning with the Cafe Robina appearing here in Vice City, and in Vice City Stories, it's called Robina's Cafe Cubano. The cafe was opened around 1964 by Cuban immigrant Alberto Robina and is advertised as having, quote, the best red beans and rice in Little Havana. In Vice City, Alberto's son Umberto Robina, the leader of the Cuban street gang, uses the cafe as a location to plot attacks against the rival Haitians street gang with Tommy Vercetti's help. During Umberto's missions, Alberto, the owner and father, appears behind the cafe's counter. Outside of missions, he is replaced by the standard shopkeeper found throughout the city. The cafe is one of 15 that can be robbed by the player. Pepe and Pablo are the names of the two regular customers appearing in the cafe. I'm nearly certain that the only way to progress past this phase of the mission is to blow up this stinger. If you just killed the three guys right behind the stinger, they respawn infinitely until that stinger is blown up. And without any projectiles or rockets or grenades or anything like that, what can I do? Well, you see it right here, flamethrower. So we blow up the stinger with the flamethrower. In fact, the flamethrower is going to be my weapon of choice for most of my kills in this challenge attempt. Now back to reading from the wiki. The cafe appears in Vice City Stories, but is inaccessible. In the PC edition, when entering the cafe, the player will hear Toma Café and El Café Robina, Spanish for drink coffee in Café Robina. On the left side of the entrance, there is a sign in Catalan, one of the co-official languages of Spain. Café Robina is loosely based on Café Versailles in Little Havana, Miami, which has historically been a focal point and unofficial headquarters for Miami's Cuban community. Now I'll read from the wiki about Alberto Robina, a character in Vice City and Vice City Stories. He also appears as a multiplayer character in Vice City Stories. Alberto Robina was voiced by Jorge Pupo in Vice City Stories. Although he briefly speaks to Tommy and Umberto in Vice City, his voice actor is not credited in this game. He was born in Cuba and is the father of Umberto Robina, the leader of Los Cabrones. Alberto is thus an associated member of the Cuban gang. Sometime prior to 1964, he moved to Vice City and opened Cafe Robina in Little Havana, which is where Umberto Robina and the Cuban gang members hang out. He is a widower. It is revealed in Vice City Stories that he has a heart condition that might be syncope, which is fainting from lack of blood to the brain. So at this point in my mission attempt, I decided to go refill my armor. It turned out this was not necessary. I will end up with the full 150 armor at the end of this mission pass, but I had failed a couple of times from running out of health in previous attempts at this challenge, so I just played it safe. Now back to the wiki from Alberto Robina's page. Alberto's only appearance in the storyline of Vice City Stories is during the mission Poppy Don't Screech. Oh, that's cute. That's like the Madonna song, Papa Don't Preach, where Victor Vance is hired by Umberto to pick up Alberto at a wrestling event. Pretty cool. Alberto appears several times during the introductory cutscenes for missions here in Vice City. He's usually seen behind the bar or talking to other senior gentlemen. His voice is briefly heard when he speaks to Tommy Vercetti and his son Umberto. Now reading from the wiki about Umberto Robina, a main character in both Vice City and Vice City Stories as the leader of the Cubans' street gang. In all appearances, Umberto Robina is voiced by the famous actor Danny Trejo. So now reading from his wiki. Danny Trejo, born 1944 in Echo Park, Los Angeles, is a Mexican-American Hollywood actor and voice actor. He provided the voice of Cuban's leader Umberto Robina, who bears a striking similarity to Danny Trejo himself. Trejo has appeared in such movies as Spy Kids 2, Spy Kids 3, Spy Kids 4D, Delta Force, Desperado, Valley of Angels, Fanboys, The Muppets, Top Cat the Movie, and Muppets Most Wanted. He got his first lead role in Robert Rodriguez's action film Machete and Machete Kills. He's also appeared in a number of TV shows. I won't list them all. There's like 30 of them here. King of the Hill, Desperate Housewives, Burn Notice, Brooklyn South, NCIS Los Angeles, Young and the Restless, and lots of others. Besides his role as Umberto in the GTA series, he has also been featured in another video game, Def Jam Fight for New York, where also his likeness was added as a fighter. He also appears in Fallout New Vegas and Call of Duty Black Ops and Crime Boss Rockay City. Coming back to the wiki for Umberto, I won't read the events of Vice City Stories, but again, he's a main character. He's a boss over in Vice City Stories. I won't read the events of Vice City because we've seen them all, except for the two coming missions for Umberto as a boss. Reading from the VCBI crime tree record about Umberto, Cuban warlord, long-term feud with Haitian criminals, wants control of turf, extreme macho man. All right, his mission appearances. In Vice City, he gave us a post mission phone call, which introduced him as a boss, and then he is the boss of 4 missions here in this game. In Vice City Stories, he gives a post mission pager message, then he is the boss of 4 missions there, and he appears in one other mission in Vice City Stories that he is not the boss of. So it took about 2 hours to pass this challenge, and then right after I passed it like a dummy, I accidentally walked into the starting mission marker for the next Umberto mission, which we're not doing this video, we're doing it next video. What I intended to do was kill Rico right after he got out of the van when we completed this mission. It turns out you don't fail, and Rico will appear in the mission naval engagement, even if you kill him right after passing this cannon fodder mission. But like I said, I failed at killing Rico out on the street and accidentally started the next mission, which means I could not save my save file here because I've got lots of plans for naval engagement. And so, what you're watching right now was my initial challenge at this cannon fodder mission, where I intended to push the van all the way to the final pink mission marker just to see what would happen if I never got in the van. It was pretty boring to do and would have been pretty boring to watch, which is why I didn't bother making that my actual challenge for cannon fodder this mission. So let's just finish up the little pushing that we have left to do and also finish up reading from the wiki about Umberto. In both games, Umberto appears only in cutscenes. However, in Vice City Stories, he does have an in-game model which is used for gameplay cutscenes. Umberto strongly resembles his voice actor, Danny Trejo. So there's the mission pass, and this is going to be the save file that we return to in our next video. Here is Rico, and I am going to mess with him a little bit here. You saw that I accidentally started a robbery over in the Cafe Robina. So Rico is in the middle of a bunch of Cuban friends. He thinks they're going to protect him. They aren't. So there's Rico dead, but don't worry, he will be reincarnated for the next mission, which is naval engagement. Okay, this particular van is locked. I wanted to see if it was bulletproof. It isn't. And then I'm just going to fast forward through the trip over to get the nearby armor in preparation for having full health for the next video. So that's it for cannon fodder. We'll start right here next time. If you have any memories you'd like to share about this mission, go ahead and put them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.